Welcome back to Social Soda. I'm Ria, and today we're actually on King's College campus asking students how often they use social media. Do you think that technology should be limited for children?
I wasn't raised with any technology, so I think it enabled the kids to develop their own creativity and find other kind of games.
Do you not think it's quite difficult these days because so many other kids are having social media and technology at such an early age? And what should we do maybe to stop that?
We want what other people have, and I think the real problem with technology with children is that the parents don't have the time anymore, or the money, or just the desire, the envy to do it with their kids, like to take time with their kids and to do sports, to go out, to go to museum, theater, and like meet people. If you take time with your children, then you don't necessarily have to give them technology.
Do you use social media? Do you use your phone a lot? Like, what are your favorite apps, would you say?
When I'm with people, I don't have it. I don't take picture. I post sometimes pictures, but when others take them, I think it's also because I don't want to spend money in technologies, and I would rather spend money on traveling abroad and things. So my phone is like £100, and it's been like 3 years, and it's completely broken. So I cannot even take like good pictures and
So, what about YouTube? Do you use that often? Would you consider that a social media?
I use YouTube often because whenever I'm cooking, I need to listen to something because I want to make profit out of my time. I don't want to waste my time. And I don't use YouTube as a social media because I don't post comments, and I don't really read comments.
Yeah. Well, I hope you watch our channel, Social Soda. That's the only channel you watch. Thank you very much, then, Lucian, for your time. Should social media be limited for children?
I think it definitely should up to a certain age. Kids are like sponges, and there's so much on the internet that you just can't put fail safes in all the time to take care of them. I mean, I guess up to like the age of 11, I wouldn't give a kid a phone.
And what about you? When did you first have social media or a phone?
way too, way too young. I must have been like 9, and that was back in like BlackBerry BBM days. And yeah, I would say in hindsight, I wish I got a more mature age because I was just seeing so many different things and different opinions online as well. Like kids have stuff like Twitter and Instagram nowadays, and I just can't even imagine how much they're comparing themselves or wishing for a certain lifestyle. So social media is the same as any other tool. Like it can be used for good or for bad. So yes, I 100% agree. It has given us so much access to information and has enabled us to progress as a society and civilization. But there's just so many bad things that can come with it.
What about your phone in general? Would you say you're quite happy with your current usage time, your screen time, or would you want that to improve?
Oh God, yes, bro. I checked it yesterday. It said like on average I'm on it for screen times like 10 plus hours, and that's insane. Yeah, there's definitely more things I could do. I think by like putting in app blockers and timers that tell you like if you spent 1 hour on something, you should get off.
Here we have.
Lisa?
Do you think that technology should be limited for children?
I think yes, to a certain extent. I guess it depends on age as well. And yeah, I feel like there are a lot of factors to take into account in that instance.
But in terms of having a phone, for example, do you think there should be a minimum age a child should be given a phone, or do you think it doesn't really matter?
I had a phone that didn't I couldn't call or text anyone. I could just play Snake for the longest time, like when I was younger. And yeah, I was very content with that. But obviously, it's a new age as well, and people are pressured into getting phones earlier, I guess.
And now, how often do you use your phone? Are you a big social media user yourself?
No, I wouldn't say so. At least like the only thing I have is Facebook, and that's such an outdated social media platform that I don't really get many people messaging me and stuff. But yeah, I don't really have the popular ones like Instagram and I guess like TikTok, Twitter, all those different ones.
Yeah, that's normally quite unusual for a young person. How come you're so social media averse? It's quite respectable, to be honest. But what's your possible reasons?
Thank you. I think I just realized it didn't really make me feel that great. And then as soon as you kind of delete it, yeah, I mean, you kind of like, I don't even think I missed it at any point. So it's more that thing that when you have it, you're so like, intent on like keeping that from like, keeping away from the FOMO and all that stuff. But like, yeah, I honestly, I rarely really think about it. And then, it's a nice way for me to actually then be able to hear what my friends have been up to when I see them if I haven't seen them for a while. And it's not that I have like a very strong stance against it. I just also don't feel the need for it.
Do you feel like there's a lot of perhaps maybe stigma when you tell people you don't have social media? Like, are people often quite surprised when, when you meet someone new and they ask for your Instagram handle? What do you come up with then? What do you respond with?
I do find that I have to say, yeah, I'm a little bit weird like that because it is very unusual. And it's a bit of a weird instance that I'll get. Well, I've had guys basically ask for my Instagram as the first point of contact. And then I think it seems very much like I'm lying if I say, oh, I don't have it, as if I'm just trying to get away. But it really is just, I don't really have it. So yeah, it does seem like a thing I kind of have to apologize for.
Yeah. But I think one thing to learn from here is give your kids a phone with a snake game, and that's all that's essential, really. Thank you very much, Lisa. What are your guys' thoughts on limiting social media and technology in general for children?
I definitely think children, because they're developing, they should have limited access to social media. Like when we were growing up, we mostly went to the park if we wanted entertainment. Kids these days, they have instant gratification from like YouTube or whatever. First phone and social media was around year 8. And mainly I did limit myself purely to talking to friends and communicating because it's the convenience. But the main issue comes with, in my experience, is content. Exposure to content, you can waste hours. Like people have screen times of 8 hours, 10 hours.
And what about right now as students? How often do you guys use your phone? How often do you use social media?
When I got my first phone, I actually bought one slightly earlier than my 18th birthday, and I had it like as a secret away from my parents. And I had a screen time of 15 minutes per day, just like in general, my phone, because the only reason I was using it was for music. Okay, my usage now is ridiculous, man. The main reason is I run like a sports page on Instagram. I don't even follow anyone. However, the whole Instagram Reels like category and section means that I've been kind of sucked into it, which is not good. I'm probably gonna go back to owning like one of those Nokia bricks. Just to get rid of everything really. But yeah, I wish that my consumption was less.
So yeah, I would also like to reduce that at some point because I like to spend more time, doing my hobbies, pursuing arts and academics.
This was a very useful conversation then, guys. Thank you very much for your time. So, there we have it. A general consensus between students that social media really isn't the best. Whilst it can be a blessing, it's also a curse, and that's probably why it should be limited for young people as much as possible. So, we hope you enjoyed watching Social Soda, and we shall see you next time.